Mercury in the midst of a 6-game homestand. This is game number 3. They are 1-1 so far here at America West Arena on this current homestand. Next week they will play Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday.
Very important to take care of your home court in the WNBA. A short season, 34 games. You never know what's going to happen out on the road. You have to at least come out here, play hard, get some hard-fought victories on your home court.
And the Mercury so far this season 3-2 here at AWA. They are cleaning up some debris at midcourt from the pregame festivities. The reason for the slight delay here. Good crowd on hand at America West Arena to see this LA Sparks team play the Phoenix Mercury. Slobodanka Tubic against Lisa Leslie to jump at center court. Ball is up in the air and we are underway. Ball controlled by the Sparks. Nikki Teasley will work against Diana Taurasi as they move from right to left across the radio dial. Teasley down the left wing against Taurasi. The Mercury in a man-to-man. Lisa Leslie down low underneath. Loses the handle, picked up by Alicia Milton-Jones. And the ball goes off Lisa Leslie. No, they're going to say off of Phoenix Mercury. And the Sparks will retain possession, 12 on the shot clock.
Loose ball underneath your basket. Hey, someone get on the floor. Everybody was just reaching there for it. The ball's important. Go and get it. Get on the floor.
Can't allow the Sparks team too many second chances. Just underway here at America West Arena. No score. Sparks ball underneath their own basket. Maki to inbound it to Leslie in the corner. She'll fire from 17. Off the rim. Weak side rebound by Maki, and the Sparks get a fresh 30. Again, second chance effort for the Sparks. Teasley with it. Right of the lane. Teasley inside to Milton-Jones, and we got a whistle and a foul going to be called against the Mercury.
Lisa Leslie, one of the most difficult players to match up against in the WNBA. High-low, you have to regard her. Out at that three-point line, she can shoot it. She stretches the defense. And then again, obviously, she's got the post game to go inside.
Nikki McCray picking up her first personal foul. Mercury playing man-to-man inside. Lisa Leslie finds Milton-Jones underneath, and again, a loose ball foul. Nikki McCray with her second personal, and we haven't played a minute yet. She's already has 2.
Well, Nikki McCray, they're going after her right away. She's playing a little bit behind her player in the post, getting caught for a couple of reach arounds. You really have to play with your feet before your player gets the ball in the WNBA.
McCray comes out. Tamara Moore comes in. Inbounds play. Sparks with it. Mabika underneath, off the glass and in. Too easy.
Just great execution by the LA Sparks. Ran her off 2 or 3 picks and got her wide open.
2-0 Sparks. 50 seconds gone by. The Mercury with the basketball. The Sparks man-to-man. Moore with it on the left side. And we've got a whistle away from the ball. It's going to be an offensive foul called against the Mercury. It's going to be called against Anna DeForge.
Well, there's a little bit of a difference down the other end. They're giving the benefit of the doubt to the offense. This end, they came down and called the first one on the offense on their half of the court.
Coach Kraft not happy with that call. A minute gone by here in this first half. 2-0 Sparks on top of the Mercury. Teasley working against Taurasi down the left side. Leslie now with it on the corner. She balls stripped by Taurasi, picked up by the Mercury. Moore in transition, works it across the half-court line. Phoenix looking to tie things up. To Forge with it on the right wing against Milton-Jones. Looking inside for Pearson. Back to the basket, working against Maki. Both baseline underneath, and has her pass batted out of bounds by Leslie. It will stay Mercury basketball with 15 seconds left on the shot clock.
Annette has the opportunity to really step up big tonight. She plays hard, plays aggressive. They're going to need her energy all night long.
Forge on the inbounds. They swing it around the perimeter. Moore with it, top of the circle. Behind the three-point line, finds the Forge on the right wing. Working against Mabika. Pearson, free throw line jumper, way off the mark. Loose ball underneath, and it's going to be picked up by the Sparks. Mabika who has it. Working 1-on-2. She's going to take it herself. Right side, layup no good. Tubic with the rebound, and it's controlled by the Mercury.
That's what you like to see. That time, 2 or 3 white shirts around Lisa Leslie. Rebound the whole team every possession.
We talked about rebounding so important in this contest for the Mercury if they're able to get a victory out of this one. Back the other way, a loose ball foul going to be called against Los Angeles. That is their first. Called against Laura Maki.
One of the things that the women do in the WNBA very well, they run their offense continuously. They don't just settle for the first option. So they keep on running the defense off picks, making the defense work.
18 minutes left here in this first half. 2-0 is our score. LA on top of the Mercury. Inside pass. Pearson off the glass and in. Nice pass. Moore to Pearson. This game is tied.
Great high-low. Pearson with super position. Didn't use her arms. Used her body. Held her position. Got the ball for a nice lay-in.
In transition the other way. The Sparks with it. Mabika working against Moore. Top of the circle. Teasley in the lane. Left side. No good. We've got a foul called against the Mercury. And Teasley's going to go to the line, it looks like, for 2.
Well, Diana Taurasi getting called for the foul there. Her help side defense was in great position. That's one of the times when you have to realize, hey, I have help there. Don't bail the shooter out by going up trying to block it. Someone's in position to take a charge. Let them take the charge. Just pull your hand up and back a little bit.
Taurasi's first foul sends Teasley to the line for 2 shots. First one on the way, and it's up and good.
Going to be very important for Diana to stay on the floor tonight without Penny Taylor. She's got a tough matchup against Teasley. Very quick, effective offensive player that likes to drive the ball.
Again, Penny Taylor spending this week in Australia to fulfill her commitment to the Australian national team. She will be back with the Mercury tomorrow. Second free throw by Teasley is up and good. 4-2 Sparks with the lead. There's a turnover by the Mercury in the backcourt, and it's picked up by the Sparks. Up ahead, Lisa Leslie, right side layup is good.
Cannot make lazy passes against the press. They have to be short and crisp. Get to your offensive target.
6-2 our score. The Mercury with the ball. Moore with it on the left side in the corner. Clint Pearson tries to go inside. Ball batted away, picked up by the Sparks. Wadi Mubika with it. And the Sparks come back in transition. Milton-Jones behind the arc. They swing it around. Maki, she'll drive the lane. Left side, off-balance jumper, no good. Ball loose, picked up by Lisa Leslie. But before her shot, a whistle. And a foul is going to be called against the Mercury.
Well, the Mercury have to realize, hey, if someone else is going to go help, I have to crack down there. Lisa Leslie gets free on the glass. Slobodan Katuvic went over to help on the penetration. No one was there to help her on the crackdown. The whole team has to be in sync tonight, talking, movement, helping out.
Katuvic picks up the foul, and she comes out in favor of Adrian Williams. Here's the Sparks. Mabika at the foul line. Loses her balance, but gets it. Inside pass. Leslie on the low block. Works up and under. Layup is good over Adrian Williams.
LA does a good job of spreading you out. They have a lot of offensive weapons. You have to respect everybody. Gives them the opportunity to spread you out on the defensive end. 4
points for Lisa Leslie. It's an 8-2 LA lead. Here come the Mercury back. Adrian Williams. And we're working against Laura Maki. And it's Maki who gets called for the hand check.
Well, Adrian Williams a little unhappy with her playing time, but the coaching staff has told us, we got to talk to him a little bit before, she has told them she's unhappy with it, but that has not affected her. She's done a very good job, worked hard and practiced every day. She wants to change the situation through her becoming a better player.
Coming off the bench tonight, the Forge, long three, straight away, buries it.
That's a great pick. Adrian Williams sets the pick, and the Forge doing a very good job being ready to shoot when she catches it off the pick.
And that gets this crowd cheering. 8-5 LA with the lead. 16-13 to go first half. Milton-Jones back to the basket, working against Adrian Williams on the low block. Turnaround jumper, no good, but a whistle. And a foul is going to be called against Adrian Williams. That is her first. And that is the 6th team foul here. Not even 4 minutes gone by in the first half.
Well, Adrian did a pretty good job there, I thought, defensively, moved her feet well, got the offensive player to take a jump shot, didn't let her get to the basket, may even have walked during her move. Adrian Williams went straight up, and then the official, I thought, bailed the offensive player out.
Milton-Jones on the line for the first of 2. Her first free throw, rolls around the rim and falls. Speaking with LA head coach Michael Cooper before the game, Milton-Jones wearing a brace on her right knee, suffered a torn ACL back in February, visited a doctor overseas, and she is playing this season. Quite a story. She hits the first free throw. Here's the second one. It is up, and it is good. LA perfect 4 of 4 from the line tonight. They lead it 10-5. Full court pressure by the Sparks. Mercury break the press. DeForge with it, right of the lane, looking inside Williams. She has it back to the basket against Williams. Williams up and under against Leslie. No good, but a whistle. And a foul going to be called against Lisa Leslie. That is her third team foul. And Adrian Williams will go to the line after a timeout. Official timeout. 15:56 to go in the first half. It's the Sparks by 5. LA leads the Mercury. Hey Mercury fans, Westcore and the Phoenix Mercury have a special offer for you. Purchase your tickets in the Camp Westcore section at a special discounted price, and you could be one of lucky 50 people selected to enjoy an exclusive pregame party. You meet a Mercury player and have the Inhale Life Kids Zone all to yourself before doors open to the public. Visit PhoenixMercury.com and click on Camp Westcore icon. Don't miss out on this great opportunity.
Well, Adrian Williams at the line did a very good job getting there. She's really worked on her game in the offseason. She's done a super job when she catches the ball away from the hoop, using her quickness, using her ball handling ability to get to the basket. That time she moves Lisa Leslie, doesn't just try to challenge her. She's a great shot blocker. Make her move her feet and then shoot it.
Williams hits both free throws, 10-7. The Sparks lead the Mercury here back at America West Arena. Craig Riolu and Tim Kempton courtside live on this Friday night. Sparks basketball, Mercury playing man-to-man. Mabika with it on the right wing, looking inside, ball batted away. Maki picks it up on the weak side. Her off-balance shot in the lane is good.
Well, Maki, one of those new players they've gotten from Italy. She's got those goofy step-through moves that most of the U.S. players aren't used to.
She was there at the right place, picked up the loose ball. Here's the Mercury back the other way. Moore with it on the right wing, looking inside for Williams. Gives it to Williams. Turnaround jumper from 12. Good.
Super. Catches it, doesn't hesitate. Freezes Lisa Leslie. She knows she can put it on the floor. Just goes up and shoots the jumper and knocks it down.
Mercury cut the LA lead to 3. 12-9 as we approach 15 minutes to go in the half. Here's Maki. Back out to Leslie. Her shot no good, but an offensive foul called against Laura Maki. And you can see the tide turning a little bit right now for the Mercury.
Well, it's great to see them picking it up on the defensive end. When you play better on the defensive end, it seems to just automatically make your offense a little bit better. And right there, Planette Pearson doing a very good job, seeing the ball on the weak side, stepping in and taking the charge. Great team defense.
For Maki, that's her third personal. Tamika Dixon comes in as Maki takes a seat on the bench. Mercury basketball to Forge with it. Hands it off to Taurasi, working on the right wing. In the lane. Spins. Has the ball batted out of her hands, but a reach-in foul going to be called against Lisa Leslie, and she can't believe it. The Mercury will take it. That is 2 on the 5-time All-Star.
Well, it's never a bad idea to go after that shot block. If you just let them sit back there, roam around in the back, they can go and catch everything, and they're very comfortable. When you attack them, they don't like it.
Off the inbound, DeForge loses the handles, and it's out of bounds. They're going to say last touch by the Sparks. 12-9 LA leading the Mercury here. 14:43 to go in this first half. Mercury in the midst of a 6-game homestand. This is game number 3. Pearson in the lane. Nice spin move. Off-balance shot, no good. Lisa Leslie with the weak side rebound. Here come the Sparks in transition. Long outlet pass to Milton-Jones. Her shot blocked by Tamara Moore. And we got a whistle and a traveling going to be called against the Mercury. Nice block by Tamara Moore, but then a traveling called against Mercury.
Exactly. Good hustle there. The Sparks had a run out. Phoenix was a little lazy. Tamara Moore wasn't. Got back, blocked the shot, saved the basket.
And as you mentioned, defense right now keeping the Mercury in this ball game.
They sure are. Both teams are playing very physical, very tough on the defensive end. That's why it's only 12-9. These are 2 explosive teams offensively.
Dixon for the Sparks with the ball between the rings. Gives it to Milton-Jones, top of the circle. She looks at a 3, takes it, foot on the line. That's a 2. Basket good by Delisha Milton-Jones. She's got 4 points, 14-9. LA on top of the Mercury. Planette Pearson for the Mercury now with it. On the left side, swings it to Williams, top of the circle. Tamara Moore with it on the right wing. Bounce past Taurasi on the low block. Backs her way in, turnaround jumper off good. No good, I should say, but a whistle and a foul, and Taurasi will go to the line for 2.
Well, Diana Taurasi, very comfortable in that post. It's one place that they try to exploit other teams defensively, go right at them. That time, she was the more aggressive player. really went to the basket strong. Double team was late getting there, so when the contact happened, defense was still moving, puts her at the line for 2.
Contact by Nikki Teasley. That's her first personal foul, and Taurasi's first free throw is up and good. Substitution in the ball game for the Mercury, Sharika Wright. First time we've seen her tonight. And Tamara Moore takes a seat on the bench.
Another one of those young players that's really been a nice addition to this Phoenix Mercury team. He's come out, played very much under control, and just waited for the game to her. She's been very patient. It's paid off.
Second foul shot by Taurasi is up and good. 14-11 the score. A little backcourt pressure by the Mercury. LA breaks it. Under 14 minutes to go in the first half. Lisa Leslie on the low block finds Mabika, top of the circle. Off-balance jumper is no good. Rebound Mercury. Taurasi in control, brings it across to the front court. Feeds it to Forge on the right wing, and they work it around the perimeter. Sparks staying in that man-to-man. Adrienne Williams on the low block loses the handle. Loose ball against Lisa Leslie. They're going to say off of Leslie, and the Mercury might have caught a break right there as they keep possession.
Well, I think the officials are explaining to the Sparks right now. They're complaining about the call going out. The official gave the ball to the Mercury. Could have very well called a foul on Lisa Leslie.
Taurasi off the inbound. Her 18-foot jumper, no good. Williams with the rebound, put up, no good. And another offensive board by the Mercury. The Forge, left wing 3, no good. And Leslie pulls it down. On the run, fast break. Sparks 2-on-1. Dixon to Milton-Jones, and it's over Jones's head, picked up by the Mercury. And the Forge controls off the turnover. We approach 13 minutes to go in the first half. Taurasi underneath, inside. Pearson can't handle it. Another turnover. And the Sparks control.
Oh,
and they'll slow it up.
Yeah, slow it up right now. A little helter-skelter, up and down. They like to play fast-paced, but they're not really making good, crisp passes, either team in transition.
A 3-point lead for LA. Bounce pass. Teasley in the corner working against Taurasi. She'll drive baseline left side. Off-balance jumper, no good. Blocked by Taurasi and out of bounds. It's going to stay LA ball. 7 seconds on the shot clock.
Diana Taurasi, one of those real crafty players. She has great body control. She always seems to be in the right position. Gets a lot of block shots just because she's in the right place at the right time, not because she's a great leaper or has great size.
I believe that's the second block by the Mercury so far here tonight. Off the inbound, Milton-Jones. Long off-balance 3, no good. And a shot clock violation. She hit nothing. Another turnover by the Sparks. That is their 4th. Much to the delight of the Mercury fans here at America West Arena.
Gotta like their defense. Coming out, as you mentioned before, keeping them in their game. Offense struggling a little bit right now, but their defense is keeping them right there.
Sparks showing a little 2-3 zone now. And it's a turnover. Teasley strips the Forge behind the back. Teasley keeps it herself. Dixon on the right side. Her layup is good.
Wow, very unselfish play. She makes a great steal, then has a player out in front of her, kicks it ahead, and just beating the Mercury down the court that time.
16-11. The Sparks with the lead. 12 minutes to go in this first half. Now it's a man-to-man defense by the Sparks. Underneath, Williams, turnaround jumper on the left side is good. Adrienne Williams playing very well here early on. She's got 6 points. Sparks quickly back the other way. They get her across the timeline. Milton-Jones thinks about the 3. She'll shoot it. Back iron, no good. And it's controlled underneath by Mabika, but she gets whistled for an offensive foul. Wadi Mabika picks up the personal. And another timeout on the floor. 11:41 to go first half. Sparks lead the Mercury by 3. 16-13 is the score. This is Mercury basketball on ESPN Radio 860. Any Valley Room Store location and register to be the next winner of the Room Store Most Comfortable Seat in the House contest. The Room Store, where they put it all together to save you more. Craig Riolu and Tim Kempton back at America West Arena. Under 12 minutes to go in the first half, and it's the LA Sparks on top of the Mercury, 16-13. Rebounding, we talked about in the pregame. Sparks out rebounding the Mercury only by 1, 6-5. Mercury basketball as they move left to right. Taurasi on the left side, drives baseline, gets stopped. Her pass out front, stolen away by Tamika Dixon. Going one-on-one against the Forge. Right side layup is good. Tamika Dixon coast to coast. And it's a 5-point lead for the Sparks.
Mercury throwing way too many long passes against a very aggressive, quick Sparks team. Have to shorten up those passes, Make them more crisp. Get them to your player.
DeForge, top side three on the way, off the balance, no good. Pearson with the rebound and the follow. Her shot is good.
And that's what they need of Clement Pearson, really working hard inside, getting a second chance opportunity.
Lisa Leslie quickly the other way, gets it underneath, goes up and is fouled. Shot no good. Anna DeForge picking up the personal foul. That is her second. And Leslie will go back to the line.
Mercury have to be very conscious of transition defense tonight. It's already hurt them a couple of times. All 5 players have to get back. You cannot turn your head. You have to see where the ball is. Run with your player.
Leslie's foul shot in and out. First miss of the night for LA as Katie Christensen checks into the ball game for the first time. Adrian Williams, who's had a good first half so far, will take a seat for a little breather.
Adrian Williams, a nice spark, 6 points off the bench, very aggressive on the offensive end.
Leslie hits her second foul shot. 19-15 is the score. LA with a 4-point lead. Here's some full court pressure by the Sparks. It's broken by the Mercury. DeForge with it right side as they work it around the perimeter. DeForge. Sharika Wright with it. Dribbles top of the circle. DeForge with it right wing. Down low. Pearson working one-on-one against Whitmore. Back out for DeForge in the lane. Off balance. Finds Katie Christensen in the corner. Air ball shot out of bounds to LA.
Good ball movement, but LA really responds well. Their rotations are good. And whether it's a mismatch or not, they seem to always have someone in front of the shooter putting their body in the way.
Teasley brings it across half court, working one-on-one against Taurasi. Dixon now with it, right in the lane against DeForge, and a whistle away from the ball. It's going to be called underneath against Katie Christensen.
Well, Katie isn't going to back down. They can run her off as many picks as they want. That time she was just a little bit too aggressive going through a pick, holding on to Lisa Leslie. But that's one thing you don't have to worry about with Katie. She's going to be out there. Another one of those players that plays very hard every minute she's on the court.
Tamara Moore back into the ball game for Sharika Wright. Off the inbounds, Whitmore, top of the circle against Clement Pearson. And we got a whistle. Again, away from the ball. Katie Christensen again, the guilty party. That's her second. 2 real quick ones by Christensen.
Well, the bad thing about it now, it puts them at the free throw line. That's the one problem when you play aggressive defensively. Those fouls can add up rather quickly.
Mercury over the limit, so now the Sparks will go to the line. Milton-Jones for the first of 2. Her first one up and good.
Pretty good free throw shooting team also out there, so they are going to hurt you. They're going to take advantage of being put on the free throw line this early in the half.
Milton-Jones, 76% free throw shooter, and she buries both of them. 4 of 4 from the line tonight. She's got 6 points, and it's a 21-15 LA Sparks lead. We approach 10 minutes in this first half. Tamara Moore with it. Between the rings, she gives it off to DeForge. Working between the rings. Pearson with it, top of the circle. They work it around top. Little 3-man weave. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Moore drives in the lane. Pump fakes. Goes off the glass and in. Nice move by Tamara Moore. Quickly in transition the other way. The Sparks with it. Rebound by Milton-Jones off the Whitmore miss, and Milton-Jones connects for 2 more.
And that just shows you how committed the Sparks are to running. Even after a made hoop, they get out. 2 big players beat them down the court for a layup.
23-17, 6-point lead for LA. DeForge with it. They work it around the perimeter. Taurasi, long 3, left side, no good. Weak side rebound by Pearson. 8 seconds on the shot clock. That Taurasi shot didn't hit iron. 4 seconds, Moore with it, and they get bailed out by the official's whistle. Christy Thomas, who just checked into the ball game, picks up the personal foul.
So a good sign, Adrian Williams coming back in. A little past couple of transitions, possessions down the court. Mercury just moving the ball around the outside, playing a lot of perimeter. When they were effective, they had Adrian Williams inside, a couple of dump downs, put the pressure on the defense. Defense loves you throwing it around the perimeter all night long.
Taurasi off the inbounds to DeForge. Looking for a screen by Christensen, doesn't take it. Instead gives it to Moore up top. They swing it around right side. Taurasi 3 on the way, no good. Weak side rebound by the Sparks and Tamika Dixon. 9 minutes to go in the first half. Dixon brings it across the timeline, working against the Forge. Going to take it all the way, off glass, no good. But a whistle and a foul going to be called against Anna DeForge. That is her third. And Dixon is going to go to the line for 2.
Very aggressive Sparks team. They love penetration. They love going to the basket. They love getting out in transition. You have to really play good position defense, get back where you can establish yourself, and play from the inside out.
Anna DeForge with 3, and right now she's going to stay on the floor. Here's Dixon's shot. First free throw is up and good. Now the substitution. DeForge will come out in favor of Nikki McCray. Will pick up 2 quick personal fouls in the opening minute of the game. So McCray is back in. 1 more foul shot for Tamika Dixon.
LA doing a good job right now. They're being aggressive, scoring their points from the free throw stripe. Phoenix struggling on the offensive end. They really need a hoop, get themselves back on track.
Both foul shots good. It's an 8-point lead for LA. Teresa Weatherspoon in for the Sparks. Mercury basketball. Taurasi left low block. Working inside, turnaround jumper, no good, and she bats it out of bounds. Try to get it to Adrian Williams on the right side. Instead, it's out of bounds and a turnover by the Mercury. That is their 7th turnover of the game.
Little poor spacing right now. That time 2 or 3 purple jerseys around Diana. If the Mercury just keep the floor spaced, they'd have a couple of more shot opportunities without anybody on them.
He is Tim Kempton. My name is Craig Riolu in for Kevin Ray at America West Arena. WNBA action on this Friday night. And we got traveling call against the Sparks, against Tamika Whitmore. Turnover by the Sparks gives the Mercury the ball right back with 8:36 to go. In this first half, 25-17, largest lead for LA.
Well, Tamika Whitmore, a free agent signing from the New York franchise. Obviously, LA thinks they can get back to the finals, need to match up against Detroit. Detroit came out and played them very physical in the finals. There's a little bit of an answer for LA.
McCray inside Williams on the block. Turnaround jumper falls off, but a whistle and a foul called against Christy Thomas.
These officials are working their whistles tonight. We've had a lot of calls early in the game. Both teams on the line early and often.
19 personal fouls called here in this first half. And number 19 will send Adrian Williams to the line for 2. First foul shot hits the back of the iron and falls through. Got the shooter's touch. Makes the score 25-18.
Adrian just needs to keep on coming out here, keeping a positive attitude in practice, in the games, because she can be a very effective player. She just needs a little bit more consistency.
Second shot is up and good. She's got 8 points to lead all scores. Backcourt pressure by the Mercury. And LA breaks it across the timeline. Teresa Weatherspoon with it. Looking outside. Mashiadri with it in the corner against Adrian Williams. 15 on the shot clock. Weatherspoon being hounded by Tamara Moore. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Tamika Dixon. Wayside dribble on the right side. Drives baseline against McCray. Floater, good. Tamika Dixon with the shot clock about to expire. Puts it through.
Well, Tamika with Dixon very aware of the shot clock situation. Just a real quick move for the jump shot, but pretty good defense by the Mercury.
27-19, 8-point lead for LA. Mercury basketball inside. Adrian Williams, left side jumper, no good. Rebound underneath, controlled by LA.
That time she had more time than she thought. Really rushed the shot. Could have set her feet a little bit better.
Tamika Dixon of the LA Sparks, right of the lane, hands it off to Weatherspoon. Inside Thomas, gets the triple team. Weatherspoon back outside. Dixon wide open 3 straight away, buries it. Well, Tamika Dixon on fire.
Tamika Dixon is a very good outside shooter. Right now, she's finding her open spots, getting there and knocking down.
And head coach Terry Graff calls a 20-second timeout. 30-19 is the score. LA with its largest lead of the first half. 7:09 to play. 30-19 is the score. And Tamika Dixon off the bench has 11 points to lead all scores. Hey, Mercury fans, on Saturday, tomorrow, June 19th, from 2 to 4, your favorite Mercury players will be at Paradise Valley Mall to kick off the Westcore Gift with Purchase program. Get autographs, take pictures, and shoot some hoops. The WNBA's fastest rising team. For more information, visit PhoenixMercury.com.
Well, Tamika Dixon, very much a part of this offense. She's their fire plug, their spark off the bench. She comes in, she's very comfortable with that starting unit, and right now she's doing it. 11 points to lead all scorers in the game.
She was a starter earlier this season, now coming off the bench. Mercury basketball, Williams, and they swing it to McCray on the right side, down low. Moore back to the basket, spins to the baseline, working against Weatherspoon. Moore, cross-court dribble, inside, off the glass and in. Nice move by Tamara Moore.
Too much strength and quickness for Teresa Weatherspoon. Little size advantage, just as quick as Teresa. Great move and great shot.
Sparks basketball, top of the circle. 25 on the shot clock. Weatherspoon in the corner on the left side, looking inside to Leslie. Gives it to Leslie, and going to be a foul called against Adrienne Williams with a push in the back. And for Williams, that is her second. Remember, the Mercury are over the limit, so Lisa Leslie will go to the foul line for 2, but not before we take a timeout. Official timeout, 6:39 on the clock. The score, Sparks 30, Mercury 21. With engineer Craig Johnson and Tim Kempton, my name is Craig Rialou, in for Kevin Reyes. We welcome you back here to America West Arena. Lisa Leslie at the foul line for the first of 2, and her first free throw is good. Tonight is Wear Your Worst Hawaiian Shirt night. Winners will receive 2 free tickets to San Diego, and it's unfortunate that my broadcast partner, Tim Kempton, is not eligible because I don't know what you're wearing, but it is quite possibly the loudest shirt I've ever seen.
Become strong or stay home. That's the way that everybody taught us. So this is a special one I hold deep in the closet for nights like this.
Leslie hits both free throws. Mercury basketball as they trail 32-21 and a whistle away from the action underneath. Foul called against Rafaela Mashiadri, her first.
Well, we've talked about it a little bit. Tonight may be a war of attrition. They're going out there tonight, a lot of whistles, a lot of fouls already early in this game. It'll be interesting to see who's going to be on the floor in the second half.
21 personal fouls have been called so far in the first half, and
still 6 minutes to go.
Taurasi at the line for the first of 2, and she buries the first one. All her points coming at the charity stripe for the Mercury. All right, now it's a 10-point lead for LA.
Diana's done a nice job coming in this year. You knew she was going to be a marked player. She does so many things well. She's been able to contribute even when she doesn't shoot the ball well or particularly get a lot of shots. She passes the ball well, makes other people around her all that much better.
Buries both foul shots. It's a 9-point lead for LA. Sparks in transition, break the press. Leslie on the block. Up ahead, Milton-Jones at the foul line, leaves it for Teasley. Straight on 3, front rim no good, and the ball loose, picked up by Nikki McCray. Here comes Taurasi on the run, and she wisely backs it out. Tamara Moore now with it, top of the circle. They swing it around McCray on the right wing. Down low, Pearson. Pass batted away, and it's loose near the half-court line, picked up by the Mercury. 13 on the shot clock. Pearson with it on the right wing. 10 seconds. Adrienne Williams by herself underneath. Off-balance shot, no good. And Lisa Leslie picks up the rebound. You got to hit layups like that.
You sure do. Adrienne Williams, good position inside. Should have just shot it. Little hesitation, little pump fake. Got to let the defense get back into position and create contact.
5.5 minutes to go first half. Leslie, foul line underneath. Milton-Jones wide open left side, good.
That's a product of being a little bit too aggressive on the defensive end. Lynette Pearson jumped at the pass, missed it. Now someone's got to step up as Lisa Leslie has a wide open free throw line jumper. Committed a little bit too soon, and nice dump down.
Milton-Jones with 10 points. Taurasi in the lane, off balance, 8-footer, good. Her first points from the field. Good jumper by Taurasi. Here comes the Sparks, quickly back the other way. Mabika on the right side, leaves it for Leslie. Bounce pass to Mabika. Two-man game. Mabika against Moore, fires from 17, no good. Rebound by Taurasi. And the Mercury will come back the other way. 4:44 to go. Adrienne Williams, right side layup is no good. She's missed 2 in a row. 9-point lead for the Sparks. Tamika Dixon working against McCray. Right of the lane. They swing it around. Left side. Teasley. Long three. Count it.
You got to get out on the shooters. Right now, they're just a little bit back on their heels because LA is so aggressive going to the basket. There's just too much space that time for Teasley. Lines it up and knocks it down. Second
three-pointer by the Sparks. Makes it a 37-25 lead, and we got a whistle away from the action. And Diana Taurasi is called for an offensive foul, a push-off, and that's her second personal. Now we got some discussion by the referees. Called against Taurasi.
Well, it looks like the officials are trying to assert their way tonight, obviously with all the free throws and calls. And right there, Diana Taurasi, just frustrated with herself, throws the ball, not particularly at anybody. And the official gives her a T for her effort.
So a technical foul called against Taurasi. Monty Mabika hits both foul shots. And a 20-second timeout called by LA. So things unraveling a little bit here by the Mercury. 4:13 to go first half, and it's a 38-25 lead for LA.
Right now, the Mercury have to concentrate defensively, getting back in transition. Transition is putting a lot of pressure on their defense. The LA Sparks are getting some wide open looks if they're not getting a layup. And then offensively, they probably need to get a little bit more going to the basket. Right now, everything's on the perimeter, going side to side, nothing going north and south to the rim.
Tim Kempton along with Craig Riolu as we join you from America West Arena on this Friday evening. Mercury and the LA Sparks playing the first of 4 times this year. First half action. Sparks basketball as they inbound right in front of us. Nikki Teasley brings it across half court against Diana Taurasi. Between the rings. Still with it. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Underneath, Milton-Jones. Up fake. Loses it. And picked up by Lisa Leslie. Her shot is good.
Again, just good ball movement. They get a good shot opportunity. Someone tries to come over and help. Lisa Leslie cleaning up the garbage.
9 points for Leslie. Pearson with it, right wing. Hands it off to the Fords. They swing it around left side. Moore with it on the wing. Her jumper no good. Picked up by the Sparks. Here they come on the run in transition. Teasley underneath, wide open. Milton-Jones right side, off the glass and in.
And there's another transition situation. Right now, LA just controlling this game.
It is amazing how quickly they get back, whether or not the Mercury score or not. Timeout on the floor. 3:26 to go first half. The Sparks 42, the Mercury 25. This is Mercury basketball on ES. Gives you all in the neighborhood. You'll call home. Come see for yourself today. Call 888-KB-HOMES or visit kbhome.com for a community location nearest you. Play resumes here at America West Arena. We approach 4 minutes to go. We approach 3 minutes to go first half. Sparks on top of the Mercury 42-25. Mercury basketball. Christensen on the right side. Leaves it for Moore. They work it around. Tubic in the game. Top of the circle. Hands it off to Rossi. Her jumper from the foul line. In and out. No good. Rebound by Moore. Second chance now for the Mercury. A fresh 30. 3 minutes to go. To Forge. Right wing. Bounce pass on the low block. Christensen works against Lisa Leslie. Spins. Shot good.
Nice move by Katie. Katie gets the stop, cut off at one position, spins around and knocks down the short little jumper.
First points of the game for Katie Christensen. Sparks ball. Nikki Teasley inside. Lisa Leslie right side. Hook shot no good. Rebound by Moore. Here come the Mercury. They cross the timeline to Forge right of the lane. Looking inside. Katie Christensen working against Mabika. Back outside of Tubic. 20 seconds to go on the shot clock. 2:27 to go on the game clock first half. Christensen between the rings against Leslie to Forge. Dribbles. Free throw line. Hands it off. Christensen drives into the lane. Turnaround jumper up and under. Off balance shot no good, but a whistle and a foul going to be called against Rafaela Fasciadri.
Well, Katie with a couple of moves right there, kept on moving the ball, got the defensive player to extend her arms and create contact getting to the free throw line.
She will go to the line for the first time, the Mercury today. A perfect 8 of 8 from the foul line.
Well, right now the Mercury struggling a little bit. Second chance points. The Sparks out in front 8-2. Fast break points 6-0. That's a difference of 14-2. And little hustle plays, getting the ball inside, high quality shots.
And right now it is the hustle plays. We spent so much time talking about rebounding. Right now it's just a 2 differential with the Sparks advantage. Christensen's first foul shot, no good. First one good, second one no good. And the rebound by the Sparks. Teasley with it on the left side against Taurasi. Between the legs dribble, loses the handle, tries to go inside to Leslie. And we got a foul going to be called against Slobodanka Tuvic. That is her second. And Leslie's going to go back to the line for 2. Referees in this first half whistle happy.
They sure are. And right now, obviously, the Mercury getting the shorter end of it. Lisa Leslie being just as aggressive, and those 5 All-Star selections are giving her the benefit of the doubt.
Leslie tonight 3 of 4 from the line. Here's her first attempt. It is up and good. Tamika Dixon checks back into the game for Rafaela Masciadri. 2:06 to play first half. It's the Sparks 43, the Mercury 28.
Like to see the Mercury make a little run here, try to get it under 10 going into the locker room.
Free throw attempt no good by Leslie. Mercury basketball off the rebound. Tamara Moore against Teasley between the rings. DeForge, left side, drives, pulls up from 15, buries it.
Make a couple of stops, go into the locker room on a high note.
Here they come, the Sparks in transition. Mabika underneath, her layup is good.
And that's just not going to get it done. That's one thing, obviously, they're going to have to talk about at halftime. You have to get back against this Spark team.
Again, a 15-point lead for the Sparks. A minute and a half to go. DeForge to Christensen. They play the 2-man game. Back to Christensen, to DeForge on the wing. And she goes up with it, and it is whistled. LA whistle for a foul. And Nikki Teasley actually going to call Alicia Milton-Jones with the foul. And DeForge goes to the line for 2 free throw attempts. First one is up and good.
Mercury struggling right now to find someone that they can consistently count on to be a scorer on the offensive end. Diana Taurasi not really getting a lot of shots. Anna DeForge. Adrian Williams came in and gave him a spurt for a little bit. They just haven't been able to find a consistent score in this game yet.
Second free throw by DeForge is good. Cuts the LA lead to 13. Sparks basketball. Teasley against Taurasi. Dribble top of the circle. Tubic now on Teasley. Bounce pass Mabika. Down in the corner. Left side against Moore. Makes the move. Goes to the glass and counts it off the back of the glass.
Great quickness, great awareness, faced up. Looked and was able to see where all the help was and made the move, got to the basket.
Under a minute to go. Mercury basketball. Taurasi, long 3 straight away. Front rim, no good. Ball loose underneath. Controlled by the Sparks and Christy Thomas. In transition, Teasley with it. Bounce pass inside. Milton-Jones against Tuvic. Back to the basket. Spins baseline. Up and under move. No good. Tuvic might have gotten a hand on it as it goes out of bounds. LA basketball with 36 seconds to go first half.
LA tries to get the ball in as quickly as they can and then get it into the post every time down the floor, whether it be to Teasley, Dixon, the guards, or Lisa Leslie. They love getting the ball in the post, making the defense collapse a little bit.
Mabika to inbound. Teasley with it, and she gets it and puts it up. And Katie Christensen on the defense fouls Teasley. And just like that, another foul called, and Teasley goes to the line.
LA a little bit quicker. Mercury having to reach out, grab them as they've gone by, or they're attempting to get a shot up. Mercury have to do a better job anticipating, moving their feet, and cutting off the offensive player.
Teasley's foul shot is good. LA 14 of 16 from the foul line tonight. Lynette Pearson back into the ball game for Katie Christensen. Second foul shot by Teasley is good as well. 30 seconds to go. 49-32 is the score. First half action. Mercury basketball. Tubic with it. Left side free throw line extended inside Moore all by herself. Her layup is good.
Tamara Moore can go down there. She's big, strong guard. She likes posting up too. Good pass by Slobodanka Tubic for the layup. First easy basket Mercury has had in a long time.
LA will hold for the final shot of the first half. 8 seconds to go. Teasley with it on the right side against Taurasi. 4 seconds to go. Teasley, long three on the way. Front rim no good. Picked up by Taurasi. And that is how the first half will come to a close, with LA on top of the Mercury, 49-34. It's a 15 first half point lead for LA. This is Mercury basketball on ESPN Radio 860. They will jump center to start the second half. Leslie and Pearson. Lynette Pearson getting the start tonight because of the absence of Penny Taylor. Jump ball, and it's controlled by the Mercury. That's a good sign. Christensen down low to DeForge, and it's batted out of bounds by LA. Mercury will retain possession here. Christensen. Actually, it's DeForge to inbound it, looking for an outlet to Taurasi. Nikki McCray, top of the circle, holds. 23 on the timer. Inside, Taurasi, free throw line, hands it off to DeForge. Long three on the way, front rim no good. Rebound underneath, fought for and controlled by the Mercury. Christensen has it stolen away, and now we got a tie-up at the foul line. Lisa Leslie and Nikki McCray.
Well, good ball movement, good shot to start the half. Again, Katie Christensen out there for her aggressive play, comes up with the loose ball, gets tied up, but it gives the Mercury an opportunity to get another possession, possibly get another shot.
It'll be Leslie and McCray to jump on the Mercury end. Just underway here in the second half. Tip easily controlled by the Sparks as they move left to right. Leslie underneath. Maki wide open right side. Layup is good.
And that's just unexcusable. Off the tip, they get a 2-on-1 fast break. The Mercury just don't understand what it takes to play against the Sparks right now. 4
points for Maki, and it's a 51-34 advantage for LA. Taurasi back the other way for the Mercury. Pearson holds on the elbow on the left side. Bounce pass Taurasi. Fadeaway jumper from the left side. In and out. Rebound underneath. Katie Christensen had it. Can't hang on. LA picks up a loose ball. Here they come in transition. A minute gone by in the second half. Leslie to Maki. Dribbles in the foul line. Backs it out to Alicia Milton-Jones. Maki inside. Lisa Leslie. Turnaround jumper on the left side. No good. Picked up by DeForge. There's the stop that the Mercury need. Now they need to capitalize on the offensive end. They work it around the perimeter. DeForge with it on the left wing against Mabika. Inside. Christensen, turnaround jumper, back iron, no good. And the ball picked up by Lisa Leslie. LA ball once again.
Well, good shot, good execution. They're just not clicking on offense. They're not making the shots when they get the opportunity. Adrienne Williams missed a couple of layups at the end of the first half.
Inside, Leslie loses the handle, out of bounds. Turnover of Sparks. The Mercury catch a break right there. 18-17 to go in the contest. And you mentioned Adrienne Williams. She is ready to check in at the next dead ball.
Well, the Mercury do a pretty good job in their half-court defense when they can get back there, and it turns into a half-court game. But right now, they're just terrible in the transition.
Christensen skip past DeForge on the right side, looking underneath to pulling up Pearson. Instead, gives it top to Christensen. They work it around the three-point line. Taurasi has it, and she gets Alicia Milton-Jones to reach in. Personal foul called against Milton-Jones. That is her second. First of the second half, and here comes Adrienne Williams in for Lynette Pearson.
It was one of the first times that a Mercury player has actually caught the ball, got down and made an aggressive move. Right now they're standing up tall, just throwing the ball. There's no pressure on the defense whatsoever.
Sideline pass, McCray to DeForge. She dribbles between the rings. All the way over on the right side, hands it off to McCray. They work the perimeter. Taurasi underneath, tries to feed it inside, but it's stolen away. Picked up by Christensen. Back out to Taurasi. Long three, no good. And the ball fought for underneath, and a whistle And a foul is going to be called against the Mercury. Katie Christensen, I thought, tied up Nikki Teasley. Instead, Christensen's going to get called for her 4th foul of the game.
Yeah, Katie doing a very good job getting on the glass there. The LA Sparks player had it off the glass, but Katie gets in there. It looks like it was a tie-up, but the official makes the call on the wrist.
Just over 2 minutes gone by in the second half, 51-34. The Sparks with their biggest lead of the game. Teasley between the rings, going one-on-one against Taurasi. And we got a whistle away underneath. The officials conferring. And it's going to be called against Nikki McCray. That is her 3rd.
Mercury is struggling right now with the way the officials are making the call. They don't think it's being consistent on both ends.
Tight on one end, loose on the other end.
Exactly.
Off the inbounds. Maki with it on the left wing against DeForge. Drives baseline. Kicks it outside and is stolen away by Adrienne Williams. Here come the Mercury. See if they can't capitalize here. 26 first half fouls called by the officials. 4 already here in this second half. Williams, turnaround move, loses the handle. She's hurt on the other side. Here comes LA. Back. Teasley, wide open 3, buries it. And again, Adrienne Williams slow to get up. Nikki Teasley with the 3, and it's a 20-point lead for LA.
Well, there's another example. The offensive player makes a move, gets knocked to the ground. No call. They go the other way with it.
Williams appears to be okay. Mercury work the offense. McCray, top of the circle against Teasley. Bounce pass Williams underneath, and a reach-in foul is going to be called against Laura Maki. That is her 4th. Maki came over the top of Williams. That is the 2nd team foul against LA. 20 seconds on the timer off the inbounds. Taurasi to DeForge, left side, skip it to Christensen, and the ball knocked out of bounds. And they're going to say Mercury basketball.
Mercury just needs to keep on going aggressive to the basket, go all the way. Right now they seem to be looking to pass every time they get in the lane. Someone needs to start looking at the hoop a little bit more.
10 seconds on the shot clock. McCray, right wing, drives baseline against Teasley. Loses it, holds, picks it, double team, finds Christensen underneath, left side layup is good. And the foul.
Hopefully that one breaks the ice right there. Shot clock running out. The Mercury lucky. Find an open player underneath the basket. Katie Christensen knock it down, the opportunity for a 3-point play.
5 points for Christensen as she goes to the line to try to complete this 3-point play. Foul shot up, rolls it around, no good. Lisa Leslie with the rebound. 18-point lead for LA. Quickly, LA back in transition. They set up shop. Teasley between the rings. Inside lane, Mabika, and she gets whistled. Offensive foul.
Well, there's another example. That's a great transition defense right there by the Mercury. Everybody gets back, plays defense from the inside out. Once there's a penetration, now they're set up. Now they have someone to be able to rotate and take that charge.
Nikki McCray taking the charge. LA turns it over to the Mercury. Under 16 minutes remaining. 54-36, LA with the lead. DeForge, foul line jumper on the way. No good, but she's fouled by Maki. And that's number 5 against Laura Maki.
Be aggressive on the offensive end. Keep on going to the basket. You have to get yourself back into this game.
Under 16-minute timeout. 15:52 remaining. It's the LA Sparks leading the Phoenix Mercury 54-36. This is Mercury basketball on ESPN Radio 860. Jackpot is an estimated $47 million. Powerball power numbers are presented by the Arizona Lottery. We got your ticket.
I think it's about time I won that Powerball, Craig.
Would you share?
Sure.
Percentage?
How much you want?
20%? I'll be like any good agent. And DeForge at the foul line. Her first free throw is no good. Second one up, and that one is good. Mercury with a little full-court press, and they almost cause a turnover instead. Here come the Sparks. Tamika Dixon. She holds underneath Lisa Leslie. Wide open layup is good.
again, transition defense. That time, a little bit unlucky. They thought they had the deflection going the other way. Again, it creates a good opportunity, 3-on-2 for the Lakers, for the Sparks, and score.
Leslie with 12 points, 56-37 LA with the lead. Mercury basketball, Taurasi behind the arc, inside Adrian Williams. Turns, looks at the shot, instead dribbles in the lane. Off-balance jumper, no good. Milton-Jones with the rebound. Here come the Sparks in transition. 3-on-3. Mabika looking underneath for Lisa Leslie. She has it and goes up and is fouled by Anna DeForge. That is number 4 against DeForge. We talked about it in the first half. Foul trouble could be something to look forward to in the second half, and it looks like that is going to be the case actually for both teams, as by the amount of whistles that we've heard so far tonight.
The Sparks just put you back on your heels so quickly. They come at you. They're relentless in their ability to get down the court, and even their secondary break. Once you get down there, if you do a good job on the transition, you have to be careful of their secondary break, because now you're probably down too low trying to get back in transition.
Anna DeForge and Anna DeForge and Katie Christensen come out of the ball game for Sharika Wright and Plynette Pearson. Leslie's first foul shot is good. She has one more. 13 points for the 5-time WNBA All-Star. 15-10 remaining in this contest. The Sparks with a 20-point lead. Leslie trying to make it 21, and she does. Largest lead of the ball game for the Sparks. Here comes some backcourt pressure by LA. Now they relax, and the Mercury bring it across half court. Nikki Teasley one-on-one against Nikki McCray against Nikki Teasley, I should say. Taurasi now with it at the foul line. Bounce pass Williams. Baseline jumper, front rim. Rolls it around, no good. Rebound by LA. Sparks in transition. Tamika Dixon working on the right wing. Free throw line extended. Work the perimeter, left side. Mabika Dixon. Her foul line shot, no good. Make it good, excuse me. Mabika with the shot. She's got 9 points.
And there's that secondary break. They get the ball down. You get deep to protect against the run out. Now you have to run out at a shooter. One dribble and shot.
Taurasi at the foul line. She lets it go. Buries it. Got to get her going if the Mercury have any shot of getting back in this game.
Need to run her off a couple of more picks. Get her at least an opportunity to score. Maybe she doesn't take it every time down, but you need to get the ball in her hands.
14 minutes to go in this contest, 60-39. LA basketball, 13 on the timer. Inside to Leslie, and a whistle against Plynette Pearson. Defending Lisa Leslie, and Pearson gets called for the first time tonight.
Well, it's tough to play against Lisa Leslie. First of all, they're going to try to get it to her in position down there. She works very hard to get good position. And then, again, as one of those veterans, she's going to get the benefit of the doubt.
Off the inbound, Nikki Teasley brings it across, top of the circle. Inside pass, Leslie to Milton-Jones. Underneath, up, no good, and a foul called. She pump fakes, got Adrian Williams up in the air, and Williams commits the personal. That is number 3. And back to the foul line goes LA. This time it will be Milton-Jones.
Sparks, one of those teams that is very conscientious and really tries to score out of bounds play. A lot of teams sometimes just try to get it into their set. The Sparks run a play out of bounds trying to score.
Free throw is no good by Milton-Jones. Her first miss of the game. Second one up. She buries that one. 61-39 is the score. LA with the lead. Under 14 minutes to go. Here's a little backcourt pressure by LA. It's broken by the Mercury. Plynette Pearson hands it off to Nikki McCray between the rings. Working against Nikki Teasley. Right hand dribble on the right wing. Hands it off to Taurasi. Comes Ross left side. Her runner no good. Air ball underneath. Rebound by Lisa Leslie. And a foul going to be called against Adrian Williams. A push in the back of Leslie off that rebound. And for Williams, her second this half, her fourth of the game. That is the 6th team foul.
We thought the Mercury, the Sparks got into free throw shooting early in the first half. It could get even earlier in the second half here with the way the officials are calling the fouls.
6 team fouls for the Mercury, 4 for the Sparks. There'll be LA ball in the backcourt. Craig Riolu and Tim Kempton here, courtside at America West Arena. Mercury playing the first of 4 games against the LA Sparks this season. LA basketball. Mabika being hounded by Nikki McCray. Right side. Mabika bounce pass Leslie inside of Whitmore. Ball loose and out of bounds. Last touch by LA. Mercury basketball.
Mercury are very comfortable. Their half-court defense is pretty good. They had a week to work on it, so the half-court defense is pretty solid. Just got to be able to get back there and establish their defense to play against the Sparks.
Tamara Moore checks back into the ball game for Nikki McCray. And even 13 minutes to go in this contest. Mercury basketball. Pearson left alone. Fires from 18. Rolls it around rim. No good. Lisa Leslie with another rebound. That's her 10th. She's got a double-double. 14 points, 10 rebounds. Whitmore back to the basket. Drives baseline. Holds. And the ball stolen away by Adrienne Williams. And is stripped out of her hands by the Sparks' Nikki Teasley. Baseline pass stolen away by Moore. Sloppy play on both sides. Mercury in transition. Moore holds. Taurasi left alone for a 3. Count it.
Oh, there's a great transition by the Mercury. Doing a very good job in their defensive set. Get the turnover, get a run out, and a nice high shot with Diana Taurasi wide open.
22nd timeout called by LA and head coach Michael Cooper. That 3 by Diana Taurasi cuts the LA lead to 19. 61-42 is the score now with 12:28 to go in this contest.
And as it is at every level, just very difficult for the players to play at a consistent basis when the officiating is inconsistent. That last play, the Mercury very aggressive in there, trapping in the corner. Probably could have been a foul at any time, but the officials let it go. The Mercury get a run out. Next time it's one touch and a foul, so consistency is all players ask for from an officiating crew.
Some other scores around the WNBA tonight. Charlotte beats Connecticut 63-58, and it was Seattle over Houston 69-63. Here it's LA 61, Mercury 42. LA basketball, man-to-man defense by the Mercury. Whitmore on the baseline, drives, nice move, shot no good, partially deflected by the Mercury. Here comes Phoenix in transition. Moore with it between the rings. She holds, calls the play. Between the rings, 20 seconds on the shot clock. Adrienne Williams now with the top side. Looks down low, Shrika right. On the baseline, now she pulls it out. Looks inside. Ball batted around, picked up by Lynette Pearson. 9 on the shot clock. Something's got to happen. Lynette Pearson goes up, blocked by Leslie. Gets the follow. Shot no good. Ball underneath. Picked up by LA. Leslie, long out left to Dixon. One-on-one against Taurasi. Layup no good. Ball loose and picked up by the Mercury, Lynette Pearson.
How about Diana Taurasi's defense again? Great body position, challenging the shot without fouling.
Fans loved it. They're on their feet here. 11.5 minutes to go. Tamara Moore with it on the left side. Down low. Williams, turnaround jumper. Good. Nice move by Adrienne Williams against Lisa Leslie. Now a 17-point LA lead.
Well, Adrienne has showed she can be effective against Lisa. Maybe the Mercury need to go to that rotation more.
Nikki Teasley working one-on-one against Tamara Moore. Ball loose and a kick ball can be called against LA. So that's a turnover, and it'll be Phoenix basketball. Timeout on the floor. 11:04 to go in this contest. The Mercury making a little bit of a run. 61-44 is the score. Mercury basketball on ESPN Radio 860. Nearest you. Play back in second half. Under 11 minutes to go. Mercury basketball. They trail the LA Sparks 61-44. Little 2-3 zone by the Sparks. Inside pass by the Mercury. Adrienne Williams picks it up. Buries the jumper from 8 feet away.
Adrienne Williams right now is showing herself that she's the offensive threat. Mercury needs to start looking for her every time down the court.
She had 8 first half points, 4 points so far here in this second half. She's got 12 on the game. Good defense here by the Mercury. Milton-Jones, long three. Back iron, no good. Sharika Wright with the rebound. Here they come in transition. 2-on-2, and Wright wisely backs it up, waits for her teammates. They swing it around. Taurasi, left side three on the way. Buries that one. Diana Taurasi with her second three. And just like that, it's a 61-49 LA lead. And as they bring it across the half-court line, Teasley and Tamara Moore get caught up in each other, and Moore gets called for a reach-in foul.
Little inside-outside presence right now with Adrian Williams roaming around the key. Diana Taurasi starting to heat it up outside with her three-point shooting.
First personal against Moore. LA basketball, the fans starting to feel some momentum swing their way. Teasley drives baseline, skip pass. Dixon on the left side, buries that one.
Well, good right there. The Sparks played off the Mercury's aggressiveness. Too many people coming over to help out. Wasn't really beat on the play.
Mercury basketball, and Sharika Wright gets called for an offensive foul. She just shoved Tamika Dixon out of the way. Maybe a little acting job by Dixon. But it's a personal against Sharika Wright. That is her first.
Easy call for the official that time. Once you see the arm extended, even though it was a little bit of a flop, still a easy call for the official to make.
9.5 minutes remaining. 63-49 LA with the lead. Dixon, one-on-one move on the right side. Layup no good. Ball loose underneath. Picked up by Adrian Williams. Strong rebound by Williams. Hands it off to Moore. She'll walk it across the timeline, working on the right side. Swings it to Williams. They look for Taurasi on the left side against Mabika. Inside pass. Bennett Pearson one-on-one against Leslie. Turnaround jumper is good.
And there we see it. Earlier in the game, a lot of outside passing. Past couple of possessions, getting the ball inside. Make them play defense.
And a turnover by LA caused by Tamara Moore, knocking the ball out of the hands of Nikki Teasley, but at last touched Teasley out of bounds. Turnover. Mercury basketball. It's a 12-point LA lead. Under 9 minutes to go. Taurasi with the basketball for the Mercury between the rings. Dribbles over on the right side, takes it herself. Off-balance jumper is good, and the foul. Taurasi starting to feel it. And it's a 10-point deficit for the Mercury.
Well, the Mercury have been much aggressive the past couple of minutes here, and it's paid off. Ball's been going inside. Their penetration has been to the basket, and right now it's paying off. They're back in this game.
Wadi Mabika picking up the personal foul. That's her third. Christy Thomas checks into the game for Mabika. Taurasi 6 points in the first half. So far here in the second half, she's got 10, so 16 on the day. Here to complete a three-point play, and she buries that foul line shot. A 9-point lead for LA, and the Mercury have cut the 23-point deficit to 9. Sparks basketball, fans on their feet here at America West Arena. 8.5 minutes to go. Tamara Moore guarding Nikki Teasley on the right wing. Up top, Dixon drives in the lane, loses the ball, scramble for it. Tamara Moore dives on the floor, and they're going to get a jump ball call. And now some words between the two teams.
Tell me these women don't play aggressive and hard. They go out there, they leave it on the floor, ladies and gentlemen.
You've got to like what you're being seeing right now out of this Mercury team. Down 23 at one point. They've cut it to 9. It'll be Tamara Moore and Tamika Dixon at the foul line to jump it up. 8:26 to go in this contest. Ball is up, and it's batted away, picked up by Taurasi on the left side. She'll fire a three on the way. Front rim, no good. Loose ball picked up, though. Rebound secured by the Mercury. And they slow it up. Tamara Moore calling out the play between the rings. We approach 8 minutes to go. Sharika Wright between the rings. Bennett Pearson drives, kicks it out. Williams, jumper, right side, good. Adrian Williams starting to feel it. So are the Mercury. It's a 7-point lead for LA. Back the other way, Leslie in the corner. Her pass to Dixon on the right side. Christy Thomas jumper on the way. Front rim, no good. Ball loose underneath. Out of bounds, but a whistle going to be called, and it's called against LA.
Well, you can just feel it in the building right now. The Mercury playing with a lot more energy, a lot more confidence. Their offense is picked up. Their defense is picked up. They're just playing harder, aggressive basketball right now.
Lisa Leslie with the foul. That's her third. An official timeout. 7:43 remaining. LA on top of the Mercury, 63-56. This is 9,022 here at America West Arena, watching the Phoenix Mercury pull to within 7 points. It was an LA lead of 23. Now it's 63-56. Craig Riolu and Tim Kempton. Taurasi straightaway three. No good. And the ball loose on the far side. And out of bounds is the call. Sharika Wright out of bounds. LA basketball. That three would have been huge.
And there's no need to even look at the stat sheet right now. That's all unimportant. Right now, the Mercury just coming out, being aggressive and playing very good, aggressive, hard basketball.
LA basketball. Dixon dribbling right in front of us on the right side. Inside pass. Leslie, ball knocked away, picked up by Wright. Mercury in transition and a reach-in foul by Delisha Milton-Jones from behind. And that is number 4 against Milton-Jones.
Super weak side help there. The Mercury know the Sparks going to keep on pounding the ball inside to Lisa Leslie. Just super weak side help, waiting for the pass to be thrown before they commit, then coming over getting the steal.
Side out for the Mercury. Taurasi inbounds it to Pearson on the high post. Back to Taurasi. Off balance jumper. Kisses it off the glass and good. Taurasi on fire. She's got 19. And it's a 5-point lead for LA. Here come the Sparks. Teasley, top of the circle to Tamika Dixon as they look to go inside. Dixon bounce pass. Milton-Jones on the corner. Dribbles on the block. Ball loose. Picked up by the Mercury. And here comes Phoenix in transition to try to cut this lead to 3. They have never led in this ball game. 6:35 to go. Tamara Moore with it. Bounce pass to Pearson. On the right block, turns, faces the basket. Skip pass right on the left side. She dribbles top of the circle at the foul line. Leaves it for Pearson. Her off-balance shot is no good. She kind of forced that one up. It was deflected by Milton-Jones and picked up by Tamika Dixon. Sparks basketball. Teasley, skip pass. Milton-Jones left side. Underneath pass. Lisa Leslie layup. Rolls it around the rim and falls.
Well, again, that time the Mercury didn't realize, hey, we're fronting Lisa Leslie. Weak side didn't see it that time. The ball goes over the top for the layup.
65-58 is the score. Under 6 minutes to go. Taurasi with the basketball. Hands it off to Moore on the right side. She spins in the lane. Now brings it back out. Left side in the lane. Off-balance shot. Good. Nice move by Tamara Moore.
Great penetration. Get to the basket.
5-point lead. 5-point deficit for the Mercury, and there is Mabika with a 3 straight away.
Well, they have some veterans that have been through a lot of games, a lot of tough situations. Mabika just coming down in her rhythm, shooting a 3.
Taurasi on the left elbow. Her jumper is no good. Rebound underneath by Teasley. Here come the Sparks in transition. See if they push it. Dixon, she'll take it herself. Right side hook shot, no good. Ball loose and picked up by the Mercury. Tamara Moore. She loses the handle, and we got a foul against Milton-Jones in the backcourt.
Their transition defense has been much better. If they're getting to the basket, at least it's a contested shot now. In the first half, they were wide open layups.
That is number 5 against Milton-Jones. Laura Mockney, who also has 5 fouls, she checks back into the ball game. Lynette Pearson and Sharika Wright take a seat. Anna DeForge and Katie Christensen back into the ball game for the Mercury. Tamara Moore, who was fouled on the play, goes to the foul line for 2.
Well, right now, the Mercury, the bench, has got to come in with the same energy, the same desire as the starters did, the group that was just out there. Got a lot of good things coming out of it. Now they need it to come from the bench.
First free throw attempt is no good by Moore. She'll get one more. Eyes it, lets it go, and buries it. 9 points for Tamara Moore. 7-point lead for LA. The Sparks with the ball. Man-to-man defense by the Mercury. Nikki Teasley between the rings. Tamara Moore with some good pressure. 15 on the timer. Maki with it against Williams. Leaves it for Leslie. 3-point line, top side, and pass inside, stolen away by Anna DeForge. 2-on-1 break for the Mercury. DeForge, bounce pass Christensen on the left side, thinks about it, quickly gets double teamed. Now she has to force it back out. Moore, back to Williams. Baseline jumper, left side, back iron, no good. Follows her own shot, though. Fresh 30. Williams goes up strong, no call. Misses the shot. Christensen with the rebound. Mercury maintain possession. DeForge with it, looking inside. Taurasi back to Christensen. 3-point territory. Back to DeForge. They work it around. DeForge shot no good, and an offensive foul called against Katie Christensen, trying to set a screen. That is number 5 against Christensen.
Well, frustration. Right now they're playing very well. 2 offensive rebounds in that sequence. They're going and getting the ball, and then the official steps up and makes a call 30 feet from the hoop.
We approach 4 minutes to go. LA basketball. Ball loose between the rings, picked up by the Sparks. Beasley working against Moore, beats her off the dribble. Wide open in the lane, no good. Her shot, Dixon with the follow. Her shot is good. Tamika Dixon off the bench continues to impress. She's got 15.
Well, it's so difficult to make a big run like that. Right now, the Mercury got to settle down. Hey, they've made a little run at us. Let's get it back into our rhythm, being aggressive.
DeForge, inside pass. Christensen back out to Taurasi. They swing it around. DeForge, top of the circle. 10 seconds on the timer. Williams on the left side, baseline. Skip past Taurasi. Long 3 from the right side. Front rim, no good. Underneath, rebound. Out of bounds. Last touch by LA. It'll be Mercury basketball, but not before an official timeout. 3:19 to go. It's the Sparks 70, the Mercury 61. Years of age and able to attend all Phoenix Suns home games and practices throughout the season. Off the inbounds, Lynette Pearson scores. And it's 70-63. LA with the lead and the ball.
3 minutes to go in the game. They need stops now. Cannot keep on trading baskets with the Sparks.
Underneath, Tamika Dixon can't hang on to it. Off her foot. Turnover, LA. Mercury basketball. Substitution in the ball game for LA. Laura Maki comes out. Alicia Milton-Jones comes in. 7-point lead for LA. The Mercury at 1 point down 23. They cut it to 5 at 1 point. Now it's up to a 7-point lead. Taurasi loses the handle. Picked up by Tamika Dixon. Turnover Mercury, LA basketball. Not what the Mercury wanted right there on that possession. Inside pass. Leslie back outside to Dixon. Right wing. Gets the screen from Leslie. Loses it. They swing it around left side. Bounce pass underneath. Ball loose. Picked up by Alicia Milton-Jones. And they bring it outside. 9 on the timer. Dixon gets a screen. Foul line jumper. Rolls it around the rim. No good. Ball loose. Batted out of bounds by LA. Mercury ball.
Phoenix a little lucky there. You got to put a body on people, especially at this point of the game. Mabika comes flying in from nowhere. Someone's got to put a body on her. That's going to hurt you later in the game here.
2:20 to go. Taurasi brings it across into the front court. Sparks, man-to-man defense to Forge. 3-point territory inside of Pearson. Back to the basket, working against Alicia Milton-Jones. Skip pass intended for Christensen. She can't hang on to it. And Lisa Leslie picks it up for the Sparks.
There's just a little bit inconsistency. Right now, the Mercury have got to find someone who wants the ball in their hands to be able to take that shot at this point of the game.
Back-to-back turnovers for the Mercury. LA basketball under 2 minutes to go. Underneath, Teasley, her shot rejected by Taurasi, but they're going to call Taurasi for a foul. Taurasi's 3rd of the ball game. 70-63 is our score. 7-point lead for LA. Nikki Teasley will go to the line for 2 foul shots.
Well, right now you have Anna DeForge and Diana Taurasi on the floor. Those are the two people that you would prefer to get the ball and shoot it. Both of them have taken big shots in their careers. Both of them have made big shots. Lynette Pearson, if she's underneath open where she can catch and shoot, she doesn't really have the offensive moves to create her own shot right now.
Beasley hits 1 of 2 from the foul line. 1:44 to go. Mercury basketball, they trail by 8. Moore with it. Holds, looking for someone. Finds DeForge on the left side. Left-hand dribble, now crosses over to the right side. Taurasi, top of the circle. Lux goes a 3, buries it. Taurasi with 3 threes in this second half. It's a 5-point deficit for the Mercury. 1:20 and counting remaining in this contest. Teasley controlling the LA offense against Moore. And a good push-off call against Teasley. Good defense by Tamara Moore.
Well, Tamara is very quick. She's got great feet out front, and she's frustrating the offense of Teasley right now. Every time she tries to make a move, Tamara is right in front of her. Super job creating the turnover.
1:10 to go. Let's see if the Mercury can't capitalize on the strong defense by Moore. Moore with it. They swing it on the left side to Forge. Skip past Taurasi on the right wing. 3-point territory. She'll launch one. Banks it in off the glass.
We got a game now. 2 points, 55 seconds to go.
71-69. Fans, every single one of them, 9,000 plus on their feet. Taurasi with 25 points. LA basketball, 40 seconds to go. Teasley, Lisa Leslie, right side, goes up. No good, but a whistle and a foul. And an offensive foul.
Well, again, just great team defense right there. Lynette Pearson comes over weak side. Lisa Leslie going to the basket, making the official make the call, and he makes the right one.
Leslie picking up the offensive foul. That's her 4th. A 20-second timeout called by Phoenix. Let's set the stage. 38 seconds remaining. And the Sparks lead the Mercury 71-69. Off the inbound, Mercury basketball, 35 seconds and counting. They're down 2. Taurasi with the basketball. Bounce pass inside. Lynette Pearson back to the basket. Turnaround jumper, no good. Christensen fights for it against Leslie, and a whistle and some elbows being waved by both teams. Leslie might have got caught with one in the forehead. And the foul is going to be called against the Mercury. Lisa Leslie is going to walk to the other end of the floor to shoot 2.
Well, good play there by the Mercury. They move the ball. They get it inside. Don't come away with the basket, but foul right away. Still enough time. 27 seconds left in the game.
Lisa Leslie tonight
must box out on the free throw line.
6 of 8 from the line this evening. Here's the first one. It is up and it is good. Still a 1-possession game. 72-69 is the score. Here's the second foul shot. It is on its way, and it's short. Picked up by the Mercury. And a timeout, 20-second timeout called by the Mercury. 25 seconds remaining, and the Mercury need a 3. Diana Taurasi has hit 4 of them this second half.
Exactly, and she's got a little bit of a rhythm going outside, so confidence is up. The nice thing about it, with 25 seconds left, you can still go for the best shot. Doesn't have to be a 3. Go inside. If they're going to give you a layup, make that basket, go and foul them again. 25 seconds is a long time.
Mercury, if they need to, do still have a 20-second timeout remaining. They send out on the floor Katie Christensen, Diana Taurasi, Lynette Pearson, Tamara Moore, and Anna DeForge. The defense for the Sparks, Teasley, Dixon, Leslie, Milton-Jones, and Mabika. The Mercury will inbound in the backcourt near us. Taurasi picks it up, and she brings it across half court. 20 seconds to go. Gets the screen from DeForge. Taurasi still with it. Back to DeForge on the right side. She'll drive in the lane. Off the glass. No good. Rebound underneath by Leslie. Up ahead of Dixon. And a loose ball foul called against Diana Taurasi with 9 seconds to go. Taurasi fouling Tamika Dixon. a blocking foul, and Dixon will go to the line to shoot 2.
Well, that was a situation right there. The Mercury were playing for a 3. They ran their offensive set to get a 3-pointer, got down. That's why they wasted so much time. Now 9 seconds to go, putting them on the line. Now they'll definitely have to make a 3 at this point of the game to get into it.
And Dixon coming up, hobbled a little bit. She might have banged knees with Taurasi. LA calling a 20-second timeout. Still some hope for the Mercury here. Just over 9 seconds remaining, 9.8 to be exact. And Tamika Dixon will go to the line for 2. She is 2 of 2 so far tonight. But what a comeback for the Mercury here this second half.
It sure has. It's been a great game. It's got that playoff feel here. We knew it was going to be a high-intensity game between these two teams. Both of them have played very well at times. The first half belonged all to the Sparks. Second half mostly to the Mercury. We'll just have to see if the lead in the first half was too much for them to overcome.
We get ready to resume play. Tamika Dixon stands at the foul line for 2 shots, a 78% foul shooter during the regular season. Here's the first one, and it is good. She'll get one more. Adrian Williams checks into the ball game for Katie Christensen.
And now they're going to need a little help. They're going to have to get a shot off pretty quick here with only 9 seconds to go.
4-point lead for LA. Here's Dixon's shot attempt. It's a 5-point lead for LA. And quickly, a timeout called by the Mercury. A 20-second timeout, and that is their final timeout. So with 9.8 seconds to go, you try for the 2. Sideline inbounds. In the front court, Tamara Moore looking, still looking. Bounces it to the forward. She'll put up a 3 on its way and buries it. With 7.6 to go, it's a 2-point game. LA to inbound it. Lisa Leslie underneath looking for someone, and finally she has to call a timeout. A 20-second timeout called by LA. Anna DeForge, just a turnaround jumper and buries a long-distance 3.
Well, super execution. Got the person open that they wanted to. Big shot. Then they did a very good job of matching up quickly. Almost got the 5-second count. Got the ball right back.
LA extends it to a full timeout. So neither team right now has any timeouts remaining. We'll keep it right here. If you're looking for someone to foul on this LA team, it will be Lisa Leslie, 67% foul shooter, but she was going to inbound it, and if I'm head coach Michael Cooper, I make sure she inbounds this pass.
Exactly. Unlike the LA Lakers, who got away with one against Detroit, they will have her taking the ball out, not only because she's a poor free throw shooter, but she's tall. She can see over the defense a little bit, get the ball into someone on a cut.
Tim Kempton, Craig Riolu here, courtside from America West Arena on this Friday night. It's been a good one. Didn't look like it was going to be at the half. The Mercury down 17 at the half, 49 to 34. Excuse me, down 15 at the half. LA extending that lead to as many as 23 points here in the second half, but a nice run by the Mercury, cutting the lead, the LA lead, to 2 points. 74-72. The Mercury have never led in this contest.
Well, we talked about it early, how the possessions were going to be. It didn't matter that they came out and actually even got into a bigger hole later. It was just the fact that their intensity, the way they played in the second half, was completely different than the first half.
Teasley, Leslie, Milton-Jones, Babika, part of the starting unit on the LA floor, along with Tamika Dixon. Teasley to inbound it again. Lisa Leslie's one to foul. She gets the ball and quickly releases it to Milton-Jones. And back to Teasley. No one to foul here. 2 seconds. Tamika Dixon finally. A reach and foul on Taurasi, by Taurasi on Teasley at half court, but not until 6 seconds elapsed off the clock.
Well, we talked about it there. The Sparks let them get Lisa Leslie in the offensive set. They go to foul her, and then they don't call it this late in the game.
Tamika Dixon, who is perfect from the charity stripe tonight, will get 2 free throws here. 1.6 remaining. 74-72 is the score. Dixon's foul shot up and good.
Well, this is the only chance right here. They need to get a miss, get a box out, find Diana or Anna to forge.
The all-important free throw. Dixon on the way, and it's good. That makes it a 4-point lead to Forge to inbound it. Long outlet pass down court to Plynette Pearson. Her shot at the buzzer is good. But that will only make this score 76-74. It's a final. LA withstands a strong Mercury second half comeback and escapes America West Arena with a victory.
Great game. Yeah, just disheartening that the Mercury came out, didn't play up to their ability in the first half. Come out and do a super job in the second half. Great, exciting game, packed house, super game for both Mercury and the Sparks.
Play-by-play portion of this broadcast comes to an end. Stay tuned now for the Mercury wrap-up show. The LA Sparks beat the Mercury here, 76-74 the final here on ESPN Radio 860.